Lou Costello, known for his iconic role in Who's On First and countless comedy classics, is a name synonymous with laughter. Lou Costello died 64 years ago, but what his daughter just revealed will shock you. Chris Costello, Lou's daughter, recently confirmed long-standing rumors about her father's life. She revealed that behind the scenes, Lou was not only a comedy genius, but also a dedicated and kind family man. Despite his public persona, Lou faced significant personal struggles, including the heartbreaking loss of his son Lou Jr. in 1943, which profoundly affected him. But there's even more to his story. Stick around as we uncover the secrets of his early life, his meteoric rise to fame, and the battles he fought in the shadows. What we reveal next will change everything you thought you knew about Lou Costello. Early life. Lou Costello was born Louis Francis Cristillo on March 6, 1906, in Paterson, New Jersey. Growing up in a lively and tight-knit Italian-American family, his parents, Helen Reggi and Sebastiano Cristillo, were his biggest influences. They instilled in him the values of hard work, humor, and family, which would shape his entire life. As a kid, Lou was full of energy and had a natural talent for sports. He particularly loved basketball and became a local star, winning titles as a free-throw champion. His athletic skills earned him admiration and popularity among his peers. But beyond his physical abilities, Lou had a gift that was even more special: the ability to make people laugh. During his high school years, Lou's comedic talent started to shine brightly. He enjoyed performing in school plays, where his funny antics and quick wit made him a crowd favorite. Lou loved seeing the joy on people's faces when he made them laugh, and this fueled his passion for comedy. After high school, Lou had big dreams. He decided to chase his passion and headed to Hollywood, hoping to make it big in the film industry. It wasn't an easy journey, and he faced many hardships. To support himself, Lou took on various odd jobs, including working as a laborer and even a stuntman. Despite the challenges, he never lost sight of his dream to become a comedian. Lou's big break came in the early 1930s when he met Bud Abbott. This chance meeting was a turning point in his life. Together, they formed the iconic comedy duo, Abbott and Costello. Their chemistry was undeniable, with Bud's straight-man routine perfectly balancing Lou's energetic and bumbling character. They started performing together in vaudeville and burlesque shows, captivating audiences with their hilarious acts. Comedy career. Lou Costello's journey into comedy truly began in the early 1930s. After moving to Hollywood with dreams of making it big, Lou faced many challenges. He took on various odd jobs, but his passion for making people laugh never wavered. His break came when he met Bud Abbott, a talented straight-man comedian. The meeting of Lou Costello and Bud Abbott was like magic. They clicked instantly, creating one of the most famous comedy duos of all time. Abbott and Costello's contrasting styles were a perfect match. Bud's calm, serious demeanor balanced Lou's energetic, bumbling antics. Together, they crafted routines that left audiences in stitches. The duo started by performing in vaudeville and burlesque shows. These were popular forms of entertainment at the time, known for their variety acts and comedic sketches. Abbott and Costello quickly became favorites on these circuits, drawing large crowds with their hilarious performances. Their chemistry on stage was undeniable, and they honed their skills through countless live shows. Their big break came when they transitioned to radio. In the late 1930s, they began appearing on popular radio shows, bringing their comedy to a wider audience. Radio was the perfect platform for their quick-witted banter and clever wordplay. One of their most famous routines, Who's On First, became a national sensation. This skit, involving a confusing conversation about baseball players' names, showcased their impeccable timing and has remained a classic in comedy history. With their radio success, Abbott and Costello made the leap to Hollywood films. Their first major movie, Buck Privates in 1941, was a huge hit, catapulting them to stardom. The film's success led to a series of blockbuster movies throughout the 1940s and 1950s. Some of their most memorable films include Hold That Ghost, Pardon My Sarong, and Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. Their films were filled with slapstick humor, funny dialogue, and unforgettable characters, making them beloved by audiences of all ages. Abbott and Costello weren't just movie stars, they were also television pioneers. In the early 1950s, they starred in The Abbott and Costello Show, a TV series that brought their comedy to living rooms across America. The show was a hit, further cementing their status as comedy legends. Each episode featured a mix of classic routines and new sketches, showcasing their versatility and talent. Throughout their career, Abbott and Costello were known for their work ethic and dedication to their craft. They performed tirelessly, always striving to make their audience laugh. Their partnership lasted over 2 decades, leaving a lasting impact on the world of comedy. Iconic routines and films, Lou Costello and Bud Abbott created some of the most memorable comedy routines and films in entertainment history. Their unique blend of humor and timing made them household names and left a lasting impact on comedy. One of their most famous routines is Who's on First? This classic skit revolves around a hilarious conversation about the names of baseball players. The confusion and wordplay between Lou and Bud are nothing short of genius. Lou's innocent questions and Bud's straight-faced responses create a perfect comedic storm. Even today, Who's on First is considered one of the greatest comedy routines ever performed. But their brilliance didn't stop there. Abbott and Costello starred in a series of successful films that showcased their comedic talents. Their first major hit was Buck Privates in 1941. In this film, Lou and Bud play bumbling soldiers who get drafted into the Army. The movie was a huge success and established them as major film stars. Audiences loved their slapstick humor and the way they played off each other. Following the success of Buck Privates, Abbott and Costello continued to make blockbuster films. Hold That Ghost is another fan favorite. In this spooky comedy, Lou and Bud inherit a haunted house filled with hidden treasure and ghostly encounters. Lou's scaredy-cat antics and Bud's attempts to keep things under control make for a hilarious and thrilling movie. Pardon My Sarong is another classic. In this adventure comedy, Lou and Bud play bus drivers who get involved in a wild treasure hunt on a tropical island. The film is filled with funny misunderstandings, slapstick chases, and of course, Lou's lovable clumsiness. It's a perfect example of their ability to turn any situation into comedy gold. One of their most iconic films is Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein. In this horror comedy crossover, Lou and Bud encounter famous monsters like Dracula, the Wolfman, and Frankenstein's monster. The blend of comedy and horror was a hit with audiences. Lou's frightened reactions and Bud's exasperated attempts to handle the situation made the film a classic. It's still regarded as one of the best horror comedies ever made. Throughout the 1940s and 1950s, Abbott and Costello continued to make films that delighted audiences. Their ability to create laughter from everyday situations, combined with their impeccable timing and chemistry, made their movies timeless. Each film showcased their unique brand of humor, with Lou's physical comedy and Bud's straight-man routine working in perfect harmony. Their television show, The Abbott and Costello Show, also featured many of their iconic routines. Each episode was a mix of classic skits and new material, allowing them to bring their beloved characters and comedy to a new medium. The show was a hit and introduced their humor to a new generation of fans. Lou Costello's ability to bring laughter through his characters and routines has left an indelible mark on comedy. His work with Bud Abbott remains a benchmark for comedic duos, and their films continue to be enjoyed by audiences around the world. Personal life and tragedies. Behind the laughter and the iconic routines, Lou Costello led a life filled with both joy and heartbreak. In 1934, Lou married Ann Battler, and together they built a loving family. They had 4 children: Christine, Carol, Patricia, and Lou Jr. Despite his busy career, Lou was a dedicated family man who cherished his time with his loved ones. Lou's public persona was one of constant humor and energy, but in private, he faced significant personal struggles. One of the most heartbreaking moments in Lou's life was the tragic drowning of his son, Lou Jr. In 1943, Lou Jr., affectionately known as Butch, was just a toddler when the accident occurred. This devastating loss profoundly affected Lou and his family. The pain of losing his son was a burden that Lou carried for the rest of his life. Friends and family noticed a change in Lou after the tragedy. While he continued to perform and make audiences laugh, there was a depth of sadness behind his eyes. He channeled his grief into his work, often using comedy as a way to cope with the overwhelming sorrow. Despite the heartache, Lou remained a loving father and devoted his time to his 3 daughters, ensuring they felt supported and cherished. Lou's wife, Anne, was his rock during these difficult times. Their marriage was a strong partnership, built on mutual love and respect. Anne stood by Lou through the highs and lows of his career and the personal tragedies they endured. Their bond was a testament to their resilience and the strength of their family. In honor of his son, Lou established the Lou Costello Jr. Youth Foundation. This foundation was created to support underprivileged children, providing them with opportunities for a better life. Lou's dedication to helping others was a reflection of his generous spirit and his desire to make a positive impact in the world. The foundation continues to operate today, keeping Lou's legacy of kindness and charity alive. As Lou's career progressed, he faced additional challenges. His partnership with Bud Abbott, while incredibly successful, also had its share of difficulties. The pressures of fame, coupled with personal and professional disagreements, eventually led to the end of their partnership in the late 1950s. Despite the breakup, Lou continued to perform and entertain audiences, but his health began to decline. Lou battled health issues, including rheumatic heart disease, which took a toll on his well-being. Despite these struggles, he never lost his passion for comedy and continued to perform whenever he could. Lou passed away on March 3, 1959, just days before his 53rd birthday. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy lived on through his work and the memories he left behind. Chris Costello, Lou's daughter, has shared many personal stories about her father, emphasizing his immense kindness and dedication as a parent. She has worked tirelessly to ensure that people remember Lou not just as a comedian, but as a loving and compassionate individual. Chris's efforts have helped to preserve her father's memory and continue his legacy of laughter and love. Later, years, and legacy. As Lou Costello's career progressed, the challenges he faced began to take their toll. The pressure of constant performances, coupled with the personal tragedies he endured, weighed heavily on him. Despite these obstacles, Lou's passion for comedy never wavered. In the late 1950s, Lou's partnership with Bud Abbott came to an end. Their comedic duo had brought joy to millions. But behind the scenes, there were professional and personal disagreements that led to their split. Even though their partnership ended, the impact they had on the world of comedy was undeniable. After the split, Lou continued to perform, but his health started to decline. He struggled with rheumatic heart disease, which affected his ability to work as vigorously as he once did. Despite his health issues, Lou's love for entertaining never diminished. He made appearances on television and in films, determined to keep making people laugh until the very end. Lou Costello passed away on March 3, 1959, just days before his 53rd birthday. His death marked the end of an era, but his legacy lived on. Lou left behind a treasure trove of comedic works that continue to bring joy to new generations of fans. His influence on comedy is still felt today, and his routines remain timeless classics. One of the most significant ways Lou's legacy is preserved is through the Lou Costello Jr. Youth Foundation, which he established in memory of his son. This foundation has continued to support underprivileged children, providing them with opportunities for education and personal development. Lou's commitment to helping others and his generosity are remembered through this ongoing charitable work, Chris Costello, Lou's daughter, has played a crucial role in keeping her father's memory alive. She has shared many personal stories and insights into Lou's life, emphasizing his kindness, dedication as a father, and his immense talent. Chris has worked tirelessly to ensure that people remember Lou, not just as a comedian, but as a loving and compassionate human being. Lou Costello's comedic legacy endures, with routines like Who's On First remaining popular and influential. His work is celebrated through various media, including film re-releases, documentaries, and retrospectives. Lou's ability to connect with audiences through humor has made him an enduring figure in the world of entertainment. The impact of Lou's work can be seen in the comedians who followed in his footsteps. His style of physical comedy, quick wit, and the heartfelt way he connected with his audience set a standard for future generations. Lou's influence is evident in the work of many modern comedians who continue to draw inspiration from his timeless routines. Lou Costello's story is one of resilience, talent, and a deep love for making people laugh. Despite the hardships he faced, he left an indelible mark on the world of comedy and on the hearts of those who knew him. His legacy is a testament to the power of laughter and the enduring impact of kindness. Chris Costello ensures that her father's legacy is remembered and celebrated. Through her efforts, Lou's contributions to comedy and his compassionate nature continue to inspire and bring joy to people around the world. Lou Costello may have passed away 64 years ago, but his spirit lives on through the laughter and love he shared with the world. Lou Costello's life was filled with both laughter and tears. His daughter's revelations give us a deeper understanding of the man behind the comedy legend. From his humble beginnings and meteoric rise to his personal tragedies and lasting impact, Lou Costello's story is one of resilience and enduring legacy. His iconic routines, charitable efforts, and the love he had for his family continue to inspire and entertain. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Lou Costello. We hope you've enjoyed learning more about this incredible comedian and the legacy he left behind. Stay tuned for more fascinating stories about your favorite legends.